Hey guys, Htrt here, bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. We are on Twisted Meadows. Playing today, spawning in the north. We've got Htrt playing as human. He's going for a late altar here. Must be going for a tavern hero. Looking forward to seeing what he's up to. Face off against him, we have DreAm playing as Undead and going for a Dreadlord first. Sacrificial Skull, Rod of Necromancy. A bunch of ghouls. Looks like we're going to see some fast expansion action. Ooh, and he's got sleep first. Finds a scout footman. Going to take care of this. And there we go. It's going to be a pit lord first. Alright, we're off. We're off to the races. We're in for a wacky one. This is a ladder match. And nice to see as well. I have observer vision. It's one of the features in Reforged they added. Hasn't been possible so far for the Chinese games on NetEase, but these ones that were played on Battle.net. Got the observer, which is really nice. Okay, Pit Lord coming across, maybe thinking he was going to expand in this position.
A player's forces are under attack.
There we go. Drops the blight. Nice work there, sleeping the Ogre Magi before any bloodlust came off. Even Acolyte chipping in for some damage there. And moving on to the trappers. Scout footy coming along, finds in production expansion attempt. And here we go, Pit Lord staffing in here. Maybe gonna get the Ogre Magi steal. Nope. Well-timed sleep prevents that. Now going for the surround on the Pit Lord. Going down fast, those ghouls can spit out some pretty nice damage, trying to maintain the surround. And he is going to be successful. And he just lets the Pit Lord die. The footies switch their focus, take down the Haunted Gold Mine. And there we go. But a very, very slow start there for Htrt. With his Pit Lord. I can understand letting it die though. No like very easy way to heal it up. Pretty quick and cheap to rebuy at level 1. So slight delay here on the Haunted Gold Mine, but certainly not the best harass of that. And Dreadlord gonna hit level 3 after he completes his camp, so very strong start here for DreAm. Tick about to complete here.
Player's forces are under attack.
Getting some rifleman, has got the blacksmith as well. Footman coming back in, looking for the cancel. And they're going to be successful. Spitting out a little bit too much damage. Good work here, spreading the cold damage across all of the footmen to slow their attack speed a little bit. So close. Ultimately, the gold mine does go down, but he loses 3 footies in the process, and now potentially the Pit Lord could get surrounded again. He's trying to avoid using the sleep for the surrounding. Yeah, he doesn't need it. Nicely done there, and this time he town portals out. He's very high in health. No hopes of breaking the surround. Here we go, a big dose of militia coming through. There's this rifle hidden.
A player's forces are under attack.
You're going to try creep out the shop. Picks up a second hero from the tavern, going to be the alchemist. And here we go, yep. Getting down on the shop. Acid bomb there to speed up the creeping a little bit. And while Pit Lord also, Dreadlord doing some creeping. Oh, one ghoul goes down on that creep. Unfortunate.
A player's forces are
complete.
under
Pit
attack.
Lord very close to 2. Alchemist also not too far off. Gonna go do the knolls. And picks up a shredder to go along with his fast expansion. Where he has a big store of wood though. Maybe he just wants to use his ghouls more offensively. They're not going to be spending much time back at home. Yeah, important to note, he didn't put a necropolis down here. So having to train the acolytes from the main, delaying his tech quite a long way. And just staying at level 1 sleep. With the Dreadlord. He's got a crystal ball, which can be helpful. Looks like he's popping it. Scouting if the human player's gone for an expansion yet, and not the case. Takes care of the rock golem. Not terribly good items so far. Boots of Quel'Thas. I suppose the belt is decent. And Dreadlord continuing to creep up. Ooh, gonna lose another ghoul here creeping. A little bit sloppy there from DreAm. Dreadlord, you know, getting close to 5 now. Himself up a heal scroll. Tech underway, but this is a really slow tech. Did go for a graveyard before all this. Now a whole bunch of ziggurats and a necropolis to bolster the strength of the expansion position. So could, you know, start some ghoul upgrades if he's going to continue down this path. But yeah, he really wants to get that level 5 Dreadlord, it looks like. Human player also creeping nicely. 3-3 now. Looks like he's got a decent fighting force. Maybe wants to come on the offensive. Going for blacksmith gunpowder upgrades there. And a lumber mill. That's about it. I see a pretty even fight here in terms of food counts. I imagine the human army is maybe slightly with the advantage. Slightly higher tech. Got some upgrades.
Under siege.
But ghouls do perform pretty well about Rifleman. It's going to be all about how he uses them. Nice early cancel there. Looks like he should be able to cancel the Necropolis as well. Piercing damage from those Riflemen just chewing through in production buildings. Starts them back up straight away, and then maybe going to get cancelled straight away. In comes the Dreadlord carrying Swarm. Sleep onto the Alchemist. Howl of Terror. Minimizing the damage from the ghouls. One rifle goes down, but the ghouls are dropping fast. Focus fire from the Rifleman very, very strong here, and the heal spray keeping them alive nicely. Might see 2 more rifles go down here potentially, but he's going to lose all the ghouls in the process. There we go. Oh, and even a surround here. Trying to break the surround, trying to knock out that rifle. We've got 2 more ghouls coming in, should be able to break it. He tries to reapply it, and he is successful. Nicely done there by Htrt. You can see the cleave from that Pit Lord from downtown, taking out those ghouls. But the Dreadlord does make it out alive. Picks up a potion, nice work rebuilding the Tomb of Relics. I thought that was going to get cancelled, but it ends up coming good. And we'll have enough for about 2 carrying swarms thanks to that potion of mana. There we go, pops one off there, does pretty good damage to all the rifles. Expansion going up behind this push. Crystal ball revealing the position of the human units there. And DreAm continuing his tech. Going for the Black Citadel now. Slaughterhouse, Temple of the Damned. Double Slaughterhouse, Temple of the Damned. Are we going to see some A-bombs with some Necro Wagon action again?
A player's forces are under attack.
What's happened with the sudden resurgence of necromancers? Usually they don't perform too well against human because priests are just so good against them. But I suppose maybe in this case, with no brilliance aura, maybe the priest won't have enough mana to deal with all the skeletons. We'll have to wait and see. This one in there drops his mana items before popping the mana potion. We'll spray back the other way. In comes some sappers looking to do some damage. And around the corner, looks like they're going to take care of the slaughterhouse. Bad carrion swarm there. There we go. One slaughterhouse down. Still got a second one in the back though, not the end of the world. Still has plenty of mana for more carrion swarms. I'm surprised he's not just popping them off. He should be targeting the heroes a little bit more with them. Necro goes down straight away to the rifle focus fire. Trying to line up a really good carrion swarm there. And it's a pretty nice one. Might be able to get a kill on the back of that. Oh, we're actually denied. Dreadlord about halfway to 6, and that is often the turning point in these kind of Dreadlord games. Start to run out of momentum around this timing. But then you hit that Infernal and that just turns the game around again. Rebuilding the Tome Relics in the back there. Expansion is up and running, protected by a couple towers as well. Taking a look back at the main, we're seeing Sanctum and a Workshop going up. So he's going to be prepared for the Necromancers now. Scouted those out. 1-1 upgrades now on the Skellies. Oh, and it does end up going for a second slaughterhouse right at the back of the base. And he's pumping out mass meat wagons. This is very strange. Tend not to perform very well against riflemen.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe he just wants to just make a ginormous army of skellies straight away. He's busting out 4 meat wagons. Very, very strange. Meat wagons do get the damage bonus from the same tech path as ghouls though. It's gone for further upgrades into that, so maybe that's his thinking, I'm not entirely sure. But I was expecting to see a couple of A-bombs, honestly. I can understand 2 meat wagons, but 4 meat wagons? I guess he's going to try to put a siege down on the expansion as well. Here we go, pretty well stocked Necros, Master Form. Not fully stocked on the mana, but probably enough to rattle off 3 lots of Skellies each. Stopping by the shop, what's he getting invul? 2 mana potions, he's really well stocked in that power, but no, it's going to be a town portal, okay. What do we get from this camp? Oh, Gem of Health. Okay, he's actually going for the main here, not for the expansion. Don't know if he scaled this, I assume he has. Pretty sure he got a Skelly down there at some stage. I wasn't sure if the timer ran out before he got there. So here we go, Sappers once again coming in. Threatening to take down these towers very, very quickly. There we go. So they take Sapper and a follow-up hit or 2. And there we go. Necropolis down, can't town portal onto that either. But we do have a mass of skeletons and a mass of meat wagons chunking through the keep here. Full on repairs coming through. But they're getting chopped down now by the carrying swarm. Meat wagons taking care of them. There we go, level 6 for the Dreadlord. And he's making a point of knocking out this human base. Looks like he's maybe cancelled some of the Skelly summoning as well, or he has a large enough Skelly army finish the job. So expansion going down, but main going down back the other way. So that's probably bad news for Htrt. Oh, he's continuing to bust out some more skellies. Taking down this expansion very, very quickly. Oh, second expansion going. Okay, that's a good idea, I think. In the kind of base race we're in. Sticking around to destroy these buildings, especially if he takes down the Sanctum, that'll be to his advantage.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are
under attack. No, he's going to continue the base race. Back Citadel getting blasted down. He's got a mortar team back there as well now. Coming across for the expansion. Skelly's sticking around to take care of these last buildings, but the farms are going to survive. Damage from the meat wagons is just tremendous. Here we go, dropping the Infernal down as well, taking care of this expansion lightning fast, but also back Citadel going to go down. Yes, just before the town portal completes. He's only got one Acolyte as well. He needs to keep that alive at all costs. So now he's just got to run back there the old-fashioned way. I don't think he scouted this. Definitely doesn't know about this one. So maybe this base race not working out so well for DreAm. He was in such a good position, but delayed his town portal a little bit too far.
Players' forces are under attack.
Well, maybe he could have lost the game because of that.
A town is under siege.
Oh, and he tried to send the Acolyte out onto the map, and he does get away with it. Okay. I'm going to see a fight here. Good carrying swarm to start things off. Oh, Acolyte does end up going down to the shredder there. That's a big deal. Sweep onto the Pit Lord. The cleave just chopping through the Necros. In comes a wave of skeletons. No Infernal for this fight either. Wow, that's a huge carrying swarm. Necros in the back. Another wave of skeletons. This is looking bad for HTRT all of a sudden. But in comes the Pit Lord with the big cleaves once again. Chopping through, chopping through. Alchemist doing a good job keeping the Rifleman alive so far, but that is just an enormous amount of skeletons. How much longer can he maintain without Brilliance Aura? Looks like he's on town portal out. Necro is very low. Does he have a... No, it doesn't look like he's got an Obsidian statue to heal them up with or anything either. And here we go. Got a couple units going to try chop through the base. Sending the wave of skeletons out to this position, but I still think he's unaware of this expansion down here. That could be the X factor in this match.
A town is under
nice use of
siege.
cripple there to make sure he can't get away. Shredder also trying to make it out, but not going to be successful. And what's he going to do here? Is he going to leave them on the blight to try and regenerate? Meat wagons will not regenerate. Need repairs. I'm surprised he let the Acolyte run out. I thought he was just going to leave it in the far corner. Hope that it survived. Here we go. Pit Lord making another push forwards. The cleave. Chopping through the units nicely. But look at the damage from the skeletons. But look at the cleave damage back the other way. Pit Lord in trouble. Pit Lord goes down. A few Necros are also going down. He's focus firing nicely with the Rifleman. Not quite enough mana for another sleep. Looks like the Alchemist's going to be able to get away. Rifles coming back in. Oh, they're going to find a lot of low health units. Going to be able to pick those off. Both meat wagons go down there. Going to lose a Rifleman maybe for the trouble. Hard for him to do much with the Dreadlord here. The Alchemist a little bit too fast. Can't really hope to get a surround on with those skeletons either.
A town is under
He is
siege.
sending wave after wave of skeletons to try and damage this expansion, but unaware of this one, and that one's mining at full steam
Player's
now.
forces are under attack.
He thinks he's going to get the kill here, maybe. Meanwhile, the alchemist coming over here. Heal spray. Going to come in, try and knock down the undead base. Still quite a few buildings here.
A town is
Just
under
coming
siege.
back in for the repair. Here come the necromancers, though. This is not going to last too much longer. Sneaking an altar over here. Okay. It's a shame that he sold his crystal ball. It could really come in handy right now. He thinks maybe this is going to get in the wind, but that is not the case. Chris do need to stick around and knock out every last peasant. Can't afford to let him build up a farm or something with them.
A town
Little
is
does he
under
know,
siege.
mining nicely from this base. He needs to build some more farms actually, so he can rebuild his hero. Oh, and the alchemist going necromancer hunting, trying to split them here. Maybe this is a cripple scenario. It does indeed cripple the alchemist. But one necro goes down. And comes the infernal with the carrion swarm as well. Good 1-2 punch. Try and knock out the rifles here. And now the skeletons do find this expansion position.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's another necro here. Infernal is a weapon though, with that chaos damage, even knocks through buildings pretty quickly. He managed to sneak away. Okay, he's got a peasant over here. See how this one shakes out. Another necro goes down. And that one gets transmuted. And it looks like the Infernal is going to go deal with the base. Try and stop the mining.
A player's
No
forces are
more
under
carrying swarm for a little bit for the Dreadlord though. Oh, peasant. Oh, he's coming back in with the peasant. Does he think he can win this fight? Trying to go for some repairs. The Infernal's just so strong in these scenarios though. So we've got a long time left on that. We've got a big carrying swarm and just Alchemist stands
town
no
is under
chance.
siege.
Skeletons find the last peasant, but he has managed to start the Pit Lord again.
A player's forces are under
Didn't
attack.
arrive in time. Very long revive timer on that. Peasants getting chopped down one after the other. Infernal chasing down the Alchemist. But there we go. It's just a solo Dreadlord now against the human Town Hall. He's got one masonry upgrade on that as well. So that's going to take a really long time without the Infernal helping. Inferno now busting through the rifleman.
A town
It's
is
a pretty
under
close
siege.
fight. You can see the chaos damage. Usually you expect heroes to go down way slower, but get no extra protection against that chaos damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, the peasant goes down. Still has a bit of gold left in reserve. And the Pit Lord finally going to come out now. Ooh, last second stuff away to safety. Infernal timer about to wear off now. A decent chunk of mana. Might be able to get another one out
A
shortly.
town is under siege.
But here we go. Is this it? Is the base race underway?
A player's forces are
These
under
few
attack.
buildings against the undead buildings. Infernal coming back in, looking for the alchemist kill, but I think the time is going to expire before it dies. I'm pretty sure it did. Just heal spraying back up. And here we go. I might speed this one up. Nope. Take some action. Down comes the Infernal. Okay, he's trying to protect his base. Gets a kill on one of the riflemen. Loading into the Zeppelin here. And I think he should just go straight for the base race. I think he can win it as well. Don't know what he's doing. He's got a good chunk of buildings here left. And that Infernal blasts through buildings like nobody's business.
The player's forces are under attack.
I think this is a mistake here. The Dreadlord trying to fight these two heroes with the Zeppelin.
A town is under siege.
Infernal coming back over to finish the job on the town hall. Oh, peasant. No, he's trying to repair it up, but look at how fast that Infernal blasts through the building. Can't let this peasant get away. Can't let it get away. Maybe he's worried. But he should get revealed. Just go for the base race. Dreadlord.
A town is under siege.
Kill the base. Oh, he's coming back in. If he loses the Dreadlord, he loses the game. Infernal. Can the Infernal just solo the human army here? Solo the human base. He's acting as a distractor with the Pit Lord. He's on the Blight. He's got the Vampiric Aura. There we go. That's the last building that I'm aware of, at least. Interrupting the heal spray with the sleep there. Nice touch. But, can't get the kills because he's got the Zeppelin. But there we go. Is that not the last building?
The town is under siege.
GG. Oh, I think there's like some extra couple seconds afterwards because of the Blizzard Observer functionality. I was confused there for a second. I was like, oh boy. Did I miss a farm somewhere? But no. Well, that was a weird game. Oh man. But, you know, got to see some off-meta action, especially from the human player. What was he doing with those heroes? Very, very strange. And like a full-on meat wagon base push from the Undead player. Haven't seen that for a long time. There used to be a strategy, you know, you go tier 2, push onto the human expansion with a meat wagon or two. Lucifer innovated that a while ago, but I haven't seen that for a long time, and definitely not like tier 3. 4 meat wagons, that was crazy. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action, and until next time, goodbye and good luck.